In a neighborhood park in Pakistan's capital, Islamabad, where months ago Afghan refugees filled every corner, quiet has returned after the Pakistani government stopped extending the visas of Afghan refugees. Now, except for the park's original residents, the Pakistani locals, no one else is seen there. The suspension of visa extensions in early July has placed many Afghans at risk, especially those who fled to Pakistan after the Taliban regained power in Afghanistan and who are counting the days to obtain visas to safer countries. Journalists and human rights activists make up a large part of this group.
Before the Taliban came to the power in Afghanistan, I was a teacher at the Technical and Vocational Teacher Training Academy. I have a bachelor's degree in computer science. My specialization is in networking. I was in the 4th semester of my master's degree when the Taliban banned girls from universities.
Mehnaz, whose real name we do not use for security reasons, said that after the Taliban took over and the announcement of restrictions on women, she and her colleagues raised their voices for Afghan women's rights. She was arrested by the Taliban and after her release fled to Pakistan with her children.
That's why the Taliban arrested me. I was even detained for a day, beaten and forced to leave Afghanistan and flee to Pakistan.
After visa extensions were halted for Afghan refugees in Pakistan, Mehnaz's family stopped leaving their home altogether. From morning until night, they remain inside. Their curtains stay drawn and they left only a corner to check whether police are approaching. This situation has increased the psychological pressures on the members of Mehnaz's family many times more than before.
Before my husband came to Pakistan, he had been a construction engineer at the Ministry of Urban Development in Afghanistan. But after arriving here, he lost everything and developed diabetes. Since he didn't have a visa, I couldn't take him to a doctor and his condition progressed to stage 2. Diabetes needs to be controlled through walking and activity. Medicine alone does not help. But he stays home all the time. His stress increases, he becomes irritable and we can hardly talk. This is one of the restrictions caused by not having a visa. He can't even go jogging or to the gym because if the police see him, they might arrest and deport him.
اینمی خودش چی است؟ یک محدودیت است که به خاطر نداشتن ویزا بالای ما آمده ما نمیتونیم که بریم حداقل یا جیم بره یا یک دوش کنه در پارک. اگر بره و دوش کنه ممکن پلیس بگیره دیپورتش کنه.
Mehnaz and her husband have prepared a plan for a possible police visit. According to the plan, after a knock on the door, some family members will hide in a designated place and only one person should go outside to speak with the police. For now, Mehnaz herself takes the responsibility of facing the police because her husband is ill and the children are very young.
که کسی دروازه ترکت زده ما فکر میکنیم
Whenever someone knocks the door, we think it's the police. I tell my husband to go to the bathroom and take the children with him. I go to the door myself so that if anyone takes someone away, it's just me, not all of us. We don't even have enough money to pay for our release. If I get deported, at least I could maybe find a way back. My husband is sick, he couldn't handle it. Sometimes, when there is a knock, we don't open the door at all. We call our close friends first to ask if it's them. If they say no, we don't open it.
دوستای نزدیک ما که میفهمیم که اونا خانه ما رفته و در زنگ میزنیم که شما هستین پشت دروازه، اگه اونا گفتن نه نیست، این دروازه رو باز نمیکنیم.
However, this plan only applies to unannounced police visits. There are specific methods of coordinated police arrivals in this neighborhood. And many stories of these raids remain in the minds of the Afghans who live here, including Mehnaz.
Another time when the police came, everyone in our group sent messages and warned each other. All of us, women, men, children, ran barefoot toward the fields and waited there for 2 or 3 hours until the police left. Then we returned home.
Since arriving in Pakistan, Mehnaz has continued her advocacy for Afghan women's rights openly and through various means. She says that under no circumstances does she have the possibility of returning to Afghanistan.
We are not all prepared for deportation. The only precaution we have taken is to move quickly whenever we hear the police are coming. In the area where we live, the police often check the homes of refugees, human rights activists, and women's rights defenders. When we know they are nearby, we immediately move somewhere else to hide.
زمانی که ما بفهمیم که این طرف میایه اینجا را ترک میکنیم و در جای میریم که اون پنهان باشیم.
The psychological pressure has not only affected the older members of the family, even the children have begun to show signs of stress.
اطفالم ناخن خودم میجوند.
My children bite their nails and fight with each other. Because we don't have visas, they can't go out, not even to a park or kindergarten. All this has created tension and fights between me and my husband too.
بی‌اتفاقی پیدا شود، جنگ پیدا شود، دعوا صورت بگیره.
The long wait to be relocated to a safe country, her husband's illness, the inability to renew visas, and the continuous threats of the mass expulsion of Afghans from Pakistan have driven Mehnaz to the point where she has attempted suicide several times. Such cases of suicide among Afghans have previously been recorded in Pakistan.
آنقدر بالای فشار میاد که فکر میکنم آسمان در سرم مفته.
Sometimes I feel so much pressure that it seems the sky is falling on me. There are moments I think maybe if I took some pills and ended my life, all the problems would disappear. But when I look at my children, I tell myself no, I must live and keep fighting for them. The life I had in Afghanistan was completely different. I had a good life there. But here, I can't even afford basic things for my kids.
پول نمی‌داشته باشم که مواد اولیه اطفال خودم مهیا بکنم.
منطقه اشتیر است، کوچه غنی که پلیس آمده خانه را بررسی میکنه با وجودی که ما
This is not only the story of one Afghan activist after the Taliban's return to power and Pakistan's suspension of visa extensions. Every day, many families of human rights activists from this neighborhood are taken by Pakistani police in their vehicles to short-term detention camps, where they are either released after paying huge sums of money or after being forcibly returned to Afghanistan, fall into the hands of the very people they had escaped from.